Can you tell me how you got started in the industry and what your background has looked like?
Yeah, so as a lawyer, you're supposed to be able to do a wide variety of things, right? You know, you learn what you need to know to be able to do your cases. But I would say that my involvement in high-tech cases probably came in 1999 when I started working for the Michigan Attorney General's office, where we set up a high-tech crime unit. So we had to be very specific about learning about not only the state laws but the federal laws that apply to not only the crimes but as well evidence retrieval, being able to get the evidence, electronic evidence.
What do you hope the biggest takeaway is from your session today?
I would say that a couple things. There's two. Number one is I really wanted to kind of get a basic enough legal understanding for the audience here so that they could be versatile in discussions about privacy and technology. And we talked about it in the context of a specific technology that is cell site location information, but it has broad applications to a wide variety of areas. And then more specifically from the perspective of my employer, the U.S. Attorney's Office, it's an opportunity to come forward and do what we can as a public service to say to the private industry folks as well as the public entities, we're here to work with you. We want to be able to take your cases. If you got the right kind of cases, call us up. Let's have a discussion before you decide to not go by way of prosecution.
In your own opinion, what changes do you see coming up with the law in terms of keeping up with modern technologies?
Well, I think the discussion I had today with regards to the third-party doctrine obviously is something that a lot of courts think, as well as significant legal thinkers are discussing the idea that the third-party doctrine needs to be modified in some capacity. So I wouldn't be at all surprised to see the Supreme Court do something to tweak that doctrine. It's a robust, viable doctrine that's been around a long time. That being said, times they are a-changin', as we've heard rock and rollers say, as well as Justice Scalia in one of his Supreme Court opinions. And so I could see some tweaking of these doctrines to adjust to the technology. I would point out, and I've already said this, but that's my opinion, not the Department of Justice opinion.
What's the best advice you can give to someone who wants to protect their privacy or their business's privacy?
You know, as an individual, I do everything I can to try to keep my personal identifiable information to myself. That's almost impossible to do if you want to use the technology, but you don't have to give too much out. You know, give out just the bare minimum. And if they're asking you for your social security number, they're asking you for different things, ask the question, do you really need that? Can we do this without you having that? Because the more our personal identifiable information gets into a wide variety of locations, the more vulnerable we are. So minimizing it is the best we can do.